Welcome to Superchat. If you are on your way towards 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers, then you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. I'm going to get everybody to pardon me for a second. I usually don't have to go right as soon as we start, but I just need another couple of minutes. We'll come back and talk about our featured channel, Really Haunted Places. Alright, pardon me for that. The very first channel that we are going to look at is going to be Really Haunted Places. And it's funny because I was going through their content earlier, and I don't know how long it's been that I should have known, but the creator behind this channel actually has two more channels. So USA Scratchers and Good Cemeteries Gone Bad. I actually laughed at myself when I saw that. I was like, oh, I should have known, because the content here in Really Haunted Places, even though it's a very brand new channel, is very well done. So it's interesting the way they're producing their videos. I'll leave it to you to go and see what they're doing. It's really interesting because a couple of summers ago we had a few paranormal channels come in. Past Life Explorer comes to mind, and the word of mouth got around really quick, and we had an influx of channels that do explorations of abandoned locations and paranormal investigations as well. And that led into a lot of horror fans and, you know, mystery fans and things like that, if that makes sense. So Really Haunted Places is doing something really cool. I'm going to have my eye on this channel to see how things go for them. So pardon me again, I've missed everything that's happened in the chat up until this moment. pardon me for that. If you've mentioned something specific that you wanted me to see, like a question or a comment, I'll ask you to hang on until after the introduction, and then repeat what you were mentioning with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. I see Lori's Tech Time is coming into the house, and I've got quite a few channels on the wheel already. Members always get added onto the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. My dear goodness, pardon me again. I thought I was 100% over that cough, and all of a sudden it wants to come at the wrong time. Lori's Tech Time is on the wheel. Like I was saying, members are always added onto the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. But it is open to everybody in the chat, members, non-members, things like that. It's open to everyone to be on the wheel or the screen. It can take quite a long time. And actually, there's a channel in the chat that I want to talk about if they're still here. Bootsy on the Beat, just let me know if you're still here. I know we've got some action in the chat. I'm going to try to get to that. And then the Gambler After Dark, our moderators are going to knock out any messages that are self-promoting, especially when you go into somebody's live and mention that you're going live to try to draw the crowd out. So yeah, you're gonna have to pardon our moderators and myself for removing those messages, but self-promotion, especially when you want to take viewers from another live stream, can be very much frowned upon. So Caliking 916 is in the house, and I've got them on the wheel as well. Woman Outdoors and Come Hither with Heather. Earlier in the stream, before we even started, Crocheting with Leanne came in. Home Bartending with John was also here, and then some of our moderator squad are here. One of the most supportive creators that I've met on YouTube, Scratch and PPA, saying hello to Haruka, is a channel not all of us may be able to read right away. But it's very noticeable in the chat. That's Haruka. They were here the other day, so thank you for coming back in. Scratch and PPA's in the house. Michael's Adventures is not always able to be with us on Saturdays, but is here today. And then the Stock Explorer's in the house. Thank you for coming in. Crocheting with Leanne dropped a super chat, so we're going to actually make that the next channel that we look at before we start spinning our wheel for today. And pardon me while I struggle over the introduction in this stream for some reason. And then I see that Lenny the Lawyer Live dropped a super chat as well. So we'll look at that channel next also. And these channels both just happen to be members, but I'm just getting them settled here as placeholders in my list so that I can make sure we keep everything in order. We always put super chatters on the screen right away. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. But like I said, the wheel and the screen are open to everybody. So while it may take quite some time today, especially on a Saturday, we will eventually start adding names from our chat list. Yeah, Lenny the Lawyer Live, I was fine. I was at like 100% as of today, literally. And all of a sudden, the second I pressed go live, I started hacking away again there for a second. It'll be fine. I probably just ate too fast. We just had dinner and I kind of wolfed it down. So that's probably part of the problem too. So thank you everybody for those thumbs up. Again, we're looking at Really Haunted Places, the third channel now from USA Scratchers and Good Cemeteries Gone Bad. The presentation is stellar right from the beginning, but the content is interesting and we're going to be very interested to see how this channel does and where it goes, because they're following a somewhat new trend. so I'll leave it to you to visit their channel and see what I'm talking about. But their presentation is very professional. So before I miss Lenny the Lawyer Live's super chat message, I'm just going to get Michael the Realist ready to go right after that, because super chatters, like I said, get onto the wheel right away. And Michael the Realist actually just sniped the stream boss position. That's the video game life meter under my camera there. Every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss. Eventually somebody takes over and gets some extra exposure. And then thank you, Mr. Fulton Mraz. I'll watch my email for that, but I'm happy to see you getting involved in different contests. And then Lenny the Lawyer Live, pardon my delay. So when we look at what his message in the chat that came along with that generous super chat, thank you, he's done that countless times, by the way. Can you explain the difference between an entry-level cinema camera with something like a Sony 7 AV series? Why is the new Sony FX30 an entry-level cinema camera referred to B-roll camera? So I have to guess, and pardon me for not being familiar with that particular camera. I follow a little bit more of the Canon stuff. I've been off it for a while because I haven't purchased a camera. Actually, a couple of years ago, right before Tuber Chat was about to begin, I got into the idea of, wanting good equipment and things like that, and I almost went out and bought a couple of Canon T7 or T7i cameras. And while having nice equipment is great, and some of these cameras have features that you could just tell the difference somehow between that or an iPhone or like a Google Pixel or a high-end Samsung or LG and things like that. There's just something different about it, right? What I would guess, if any larger creators, I'm assuming, are talking about these cameras as like a B-roll camera, they might just be saying that the camera is not of a certain caliber, and it really comes down to price, right? You end up somewhat getting what you pay for. So if you're going to buy a $1,000 camera, let's just say, you're going to get a different product than if you buy a $2,000 or $3,000 camera. I don't know if the companies behind these technologies actually on purpose change things. It's almost, I know it's not the same thing, but when you buy like a no-name beverage, right? Something that copies Coca-Cola or Pepsi, you don't know why it doesn't taste as good as the original in most cases, but it just doesn't. And I don't know if these companies do the same thing with the high-end technologies, where they say, like, let's just put a chip that we know is not quite as good in the $1,000 camera as opposed to the $3,000 camera. I don't know where the cost difference comes in for them in manufacturing, if that makes sense, and forgive me because I may be going way off on a tangent there. But my guess is just the fact that, like, let's say a higher end camera might be considered something that they would use for even getting into amateur filmmaking. And then B-roll would be something where they're like, okay, we're just going to film the filler stuff with this. That would allow somebody to buy, let's say, a $5,000 camera where they have their actors on screen or characters on screen or whatever, even in the case of YouTube, and then a lower end camera, because it just doesn't have to have some of the features. Like if you're shooting B-roll footage, which is meant to be filler in your videos, then you don't need portrait mode in 99% of cases, because portrait mode is made to keep the character crisp or the object crisp while everything in the background is blurry. But for B-roll footage, you wouldn't want that. You'd want everything crisp in most cases. So forgive me, because I'm really trying to race my way through an answer there. My assumption is that that's what they're talking about when they're talking about these different cameras, and we'd have to go and actually look up the specs on these things, not to mention reviews as well and things like that. There's a lot of great channels out there. So I don't know if Lenny the Lawyer Live might be referencing Think Media, but that's a big channel for doing both YouTube information, I learned from them as well, and high-end tech reviews when it comes to upping the game on YouTube, right? And starting to get into professional equipment and stuff. They do a lot of that, comparisons, and they're at all the big shows and things like that. So I hope that is somewhat of an answer, but it's more of an assumption than anything else. because like I said, some of the features you don't need in different cameras. It's also a consideration when people here in the Tuber Chat family want to start thinking about upgrading their equipment. Do you really need a $1,500 Canon T7i bundle with extra lenses and things like that? Do you need that? Or could a GoPro do what you're trying to accomplish? Because there's $1,000 difference in price there, right? And it really helps to learn about the cameras. Fighting over whether Canon or Sony or some of the other companies are better is probably not as well spent in an argument as which product within the company you like might be the right product for you. So, we have those battles all the time. Which company is better than the other? It doesn't matter because they just copy each other the next year anyway, and whatever they're missing, they come up with, if that makes sense. But these are all just thoughts. I hope it's somewhat helpful. I see that Hilda DC's in the house, and Hilda DC is part of our moderator squad. Again, we're looking at really haunted places with 32 subscribers. We feature a different channel every single day here on Tuber Chat based on impact and generosity that I see within our community. We do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, as you have seen. So you have the opportunity to literally meet hundreds of loyal and dedicated supporters, even when we're not live streaming. So Really Haunted Places comes to us from USA Scratchers and Good Cemeteries Gone Bad. I'm glad to see the professional presentation that they've put into every aspect of this channel to get it started, especially if you're going to break into a second or third channel. Then it's great that they're able to do that, so I'll have my eye on that channel as well. Crocheting with Leanne is up first. She dropped a super chat on us. Lenny the Lawyer Live is going to be up next, and thank you for another super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generosity. So how does a cinema camera like the Sony X30FX differ from a regular Sony DSLR? You only know that the FX can shoot at 6K. So the other thing too is the question sometimes comes down to whether or not you need to shoot in a higher resolution like that, 4K or 6K. I'll tell you what we'll do for a quick second. When we get to Lenny the Lawyer Live's channel, I'm gonna pull up the Sony cameras on the screen and we'll have a quick look. I'm certainly not an authority because I don't use them. And let me just make sure that I catch these couple of questions properly. I'm going to pull a bit of a maneuver here, because if you don't keep track of some of the chat while you're live streaming, you end up losing some messages and you often can't go back more than 15 minutes. So forgive the delay in getting our stream started today, but let me just make sure I've got these here. And then Swag Found is in the house. Let me get them onto the wheel. Crocheting with Leanne is another advocate for helping people grow their channels, and she wants to help people hit milestones and things like that. She's doing a lot of variety on her channel, including crochet. She does scarves, shawls, graphgans, ponchos, and more, and she writes patterns for other creators as well. She's approaching 2,400 subscribers, but is already fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her when we get to her channel, including super chats and memberships, of course. And then she does obviously a lot more than crochet. She's intending to do some live streaming where you'll be able to meet more friends and family members the same way that we do here in Tuber Chat as well. And then Natsa is Call Me Ender with a bit of a name change there. Thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we're going to put your channel right up after Michael the Realist. And then again, we're looking at Crocheting with Leanne. And then you don't use them either. They're starting to call you. Yeah, if money was never an object, then it would be wonderful to go out and buy some equipment. I mean, I'd love to go out and buy 3 Canon T7Is right now. Kristen has one. But I decided to hang on, and I really did almost pull the trigger on buying a couple of those things a while back with the intention of doing interviews and this and that. And I said, no, I'm going to hold on for a second. I'm going to try to see what I can do with what I've got right now and make sure that I put a lot of research into buying the right cameras, because when for most of us, spending thousands of dollars on equipment can be a worthwhile investment, and I'm a big fan of buying the right tool and investing in the right place. And what that might mean is, like, for instance, in the case of myself, so I recently upgraded my computer. So I got a really nice MacBook Pro, the latest one, upgraded it a little bit and this and that. So the computer, in a lot of people's eyes, might be expensive, right? When you think about the work that gets done, the fact that I'm on these things so many hours a week, and producing so much content that now obviously brings in a bit of income and this and that, then it can be considered an investment. But to protect that computer, I have got a case, which was just, I don't know, whatever I found on Amazon for like 20 bucks or something. That's a plastic case to go around it, a hard shell. And then I went to the dollar store to get one of those sleeves that you put an iPad in to keep it protected, because it's about, a lot of times, investing in the right places. I don't need to invest in a $50 iPad sleeve to put a computer in, and there's nothing wrong with doing that if that's the right thing for you. But in the case of investing in a lot of things, I just feel that putting a lot of time into the research can really, really help. Everything in life seems to cost either time or money, and when you're going to spend a lot of money on a worthwhile investment, I believe that time has to go along with that in most cases. So I know that's a long speech. Forgive me. We're going to get to Lenny the Lawyer Live in a second. Annabelle TV is here. I know I haven't even done my introductions today, so thank you everybody for the patience. I had a struggling beginning at the stream but we're on our way now, and then as soon as we get through a couple more channels, we will start spinning the wheel as well. So let me see if I can get through some introductions. I certainly don't mean to miss anybody in the chat. All that fluff and stuff is here from Australia. Black Phoenix is a longtime generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Facing Realities here. She's a powerhouse of energy and positivity. Gloria's Platters in the house. Be Amazing Sylvia just came in. She's originally from the Drop the Link Day crew, but has been connected to me literally for years now. And then Haruk is still in the house, so thank you for being here. So forgive me if I've missed anybody. And for the life of me, I can't get anything to work the way I want it today. If anybody in the house would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Crocheting with Leanne is going to bring us all three types of content, including shorts, videos, and live streams. She's got another interview there. Actually, Crocheting with Leanne and I are in talks right now to hopefully get an interview done between the two of us, where I'll join her on her channel within the next coming few Sundays. But she's already started a couple of interviews, and the second one that I know of is here with Coupon Gale. Now I'm going to take another video, a very short one here, and I'm just going to put that in my catch-up list because I can see I'm falling behind. Crocheting with Leanne is really posting a lot of content right now and staying very active, which is great. It's hard to keep up. So let's look at Lenny the Lawyer Live. And thank you one more time, Crocheting with Leanne, for your super chat. I really do appreciate. Lexo Motorsports, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. So Lenny the Lawyer Live seeks to bring us legal information with a lot of different subjects. He's actually got multiple channels for us to follow for that as well. I thought I watched this. I think I shared it out, but I must not have watched it yet. Let me put that in my catch-up list. And then I'm going to look up these cameras. So let me just have a look at what Lenny the Lawyer Live has said. Sony 7AV. We'll see what comes up here. We usually don't get into this, but I'm happy to learn a little bit about this and see what's out there, because I have followed a bit more Canon stuff, like I was saying. A7 IV mirrorless camera. I'd like to get it from their own site. This is going to do it. So I'm in Canada, so it'll go to the Canadian site. But let's just see what they've got here. Sony A7, and then let me see what the other one was that you talked about. Sony FX30. See if we can get a price point on these. I'm not sure if they have it. $31.99, so 3,200 Canadian for this camera. Puts it at about 2,200 American, 22, 23. The dollar's moving right now, so it's tough to be certain. Filmmaking. So this one's another about 1,000 Canadian dollars less. Support for filmmaking. What do they say here? Capture stunning images with 6K oversampling, true cinematic look. It's compact size, let you take it anywhere. And then it's got quite a few features apparently that are aimed towards filmmaking. So that's a consideration. And then when I'm looking at these things, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get enough information. The A7, I don't know if that's the one you were talking about, Lenny the Lawyer Live. Pardon me, and feel free to correct me if I'm looking at the wrong camera. We usually don't look at this stuff. If everybody wants to be patient with me, we will get to spinning the wheel in another moment, but we can have a look at some of these cameras. Now, Sony obviously is a very popular company. I would be a fan. I just happen to have been turned on to Canon more, and probably because of Think Media, to be honest with you. I've been following them since before my beginning here on YouTube. They're inspirational in my beginning, to be honest with you. They do a great job with a lot of different things, but they talk mostly about Canon as far as I can see. This almost looked like it's made for vlogging, and they talk about sharing there, share as it happens, real-time tracking. This has a lot of great features. This is a really advanced camera. You've got your swing out thing. Oh, 7K. Okay, so 7K they're talking about in a roundabout sort of way. And when it comes to film, I have yet to learn about oversampling so that I can make accurate ideas. Now this one's 4K, so that's a thought, right? Oh, I apologize. I might have to get into a lot of, I might have to look at this outside. That's interesting. So this camera is made for filmmaking. That reminds me of one of my favorite movies, which is actually the Facebook movie, and the way that the look is done of the camera, where they've got that dim background, dim musty looking background. And then it looks like there's great color correction on this thing as well when we look at the second picture there. I'm just learning about LUT too and how they put that together, if I'm even pronouncing that right. And then this is your brightness, I think, right? Yeah, all low light situations, this camera. So I think they're just, you have to forgive me. It's too much for me to be able to make any kind of an educated decision, because I just don't know. Sorry, I'll give you any educated information because I just don't know enough about those cameras yet. But what I will look into them, and I'm just looking back at Lenny the Lawyer Live's question in specific. Why is the new Sony FX30, an entry-level cinema camera, referred to as a B-roll camera? So that again might depend on who was mentioning that. That sounds to me like something that Think Media might say, but that's just a guess. Like I said, they do a great job, and they probably have tons of equipment by now. They've been through just about everything. And how does it differ from a regular Sony DSLR? Yeah, I'm going to have to, forgive me, I'm going to have to look into those because I don't know enough about those two particular cameras, or even Sony in general, to be able to give any valuable information, I think, besides guessing. But thank you, Lenny the Lawyer Live, especially for those super chats. I really do appreciate that. Absolutely unnecessary, of course, very much appreciated. But I'll look into those, and then we can talk outside if that's okay. And if I do find anything that I think can be helpful here in Tuber Chat, then I'll summarize when we get back tomorrow. An entry-level cinema camera. Yeah, I think like if somebody was to go out and start filming with the intention of getting into festivals and things like that. Toronto has a very big film festival that goes on, and I wonder if that might be the audience that they're looking for, kind of beyond YouTube video. I mean, you could post anything on YouTube, absolutely. You could make films and put them here, but I think they're aimed at a little bit of a different audience. The benefit to that is that you'll have, you know, if you were using that for YouTube, you'd have so many more features to learn about and expand your content on, if that makes any sense. And then Coastal Water, I see you in the house. Tori's Brain Games is here. Let me get you onto the wheel. Forgive me for anybody that I've missed coming into the chat. I certainly don't mean to miss anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Hilma Israel is in the house. Good to see you here. And Carly Geisha is in the house. Oh, Haruka. They changed the name of the channel, so thank you for that. That's great. Now everybody will be able to pronounce it right and reference you in the chat. I want to know, good to see you here. One of the things we got to think about is not everybody's on a computer. I'm very lucky, I am most of the time, but on a phone, I know how hard it can be to try to like mention channels. So sometimes we short form and hopefully still get people's attention. Thank you, Gloria's Platter, Nicholas Family Adventures. Good to see you here. And right now we're looking at Michael the Realist. So thank you again for another super chat. Michael the Realist became our most recent stream boss there. And then this creator is somebody that I'm still getting to know. They've been with Superchat, I think, for a little while now, but haven't been on the screen very many times. So I'm just going to grab one of your latest videos. They've got a bit of language in there, but that's nice to warn everybody. Let me just grab your latest video. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That will help me catch up a little bit. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here in Superchat is that over time I get to know the channels a little bit better, and over weeks and months watching content, I get to know the content on the channels a bit better. And if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I enjoy getting to know creators, and it helps my stories get better and my descriptions when your channel is up on the screen here in Superchat. Anybody can reach out to me anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time as well. So thank you, Michael the Realist, for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. They're in Tucson, Arizona, 56 years old, and they are I'm just reading their about page. I'll leave it to everybody to read this. And they've changed channels now. And then we'll see. It looks like Pure Variety, actually, they've got on this channel. So we'll see what Michael the Realist has to say. But thank you again. Thank you for your super chat, of course. I really do appreciate that. And then again, if anybody's mentioned something that you meant for me to see in the chat, like a question or a comment that I missed, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or @mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And Annabelle TV is going to be coming up. Did I miss one channel? Yes, I did. Call Me Ender is coming up right before Annabelle TV. Call Me Ender is a longtime friend, actually. So this is a new name for this channel called Nathsa, if I'm pronouncing that right. And please correct me if I'm wrong. Carpenter Self-Reliance, good to see you here, by the way. And again, forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Call Me Ender is a gaming channel, and this creator is somebody who always engages conversation here in Superchat. They've been a long time generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter and friend. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They're getting very close to 600 subscribers now, which is great. They're doing some Dead by Daylight here. I'm going to put my notification on for that. They've got all 3 types of videos, shorts videos and live streams, of course. And I'm just going to take your latest video. I can see I'm behind with you. Put it in my catch-up list. That will help me catch up a little bit as well. And then Coach Sherry, thank you for the share. I really do appreciate that. As you can see, Coach Sherry happens to be a member, one of our longest standing members, and somebody who's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. So hopefully everybody will join Nathsa and see the video gameplay that they've got there. Another familiar friend. is in the house now. Mrs. VSNC09 has changed their channel name to VS Speaks Royally. And that is kind of cool. So they've been doing some content to kind of let us know about the changes on the channel, which is great. And I've got them on the wheel because they happen to be a member. So let's get Annabelle TV onto the screen right now. And then if anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate that greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both in the coming days and possibly even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the algorithm when you share, so I'll appreciate it greatly. So Annabelle TV is up here. This is another creator who's a powerhouse of energy and positivity. And with 663 subscribers, we see them climbing fairly rapidly as well. Annabelle TV is somebody who brings fun everywhere that they go. I think they've got a brand new Halloween themed banner here on the channel, which is really cool. I'm always happy to see people following trends and getting their presentation in line with upcoming holidays and festive events and things like that, if that makes sense. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. You can see that on the banner she talks about food and product reviews, challenges, unboxings, lives, and there's always a bit of comedy in everything you find on this channel. Woman Outdoors, thanks for the share on Twitter. I really do appreciate that. Anybody who tweets or retweets for Tuber Chat gets added into a special Twitter list that we have on our page that's got over 150 members that are active here in Tuber Chat, active on Twitter, and willing to share for others. The idea, of course, is if they're willing to do it for us, they might be willing to do it for you. And if you're the kind of person who enjoys sharing other people's videos, you might find some creators to trade favors with on Twitter and get some outside traffic coming into your channel and your videos. So Annabelle TV does all three types of videos on their channel: shorts, videos, and live streams. And like I said, comedy comes along with everything here. One of the most common things you'll find in between garden updates and some new ASMR videos is product reviews and food challenges, almost like a mukbang style review or challenge. So hopefully you'll enjoy that as well. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here and see who's coming up next. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I'm willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Next up is Woman Outdoors from Pennsylvania. I think you changed your, I thought a while ago you changed your banner, but did you change your avatar too? Or am I mistaken about that? Woman Outdoors has new content, camping on a farm, 3 days camping on a farm. I'm just going to take that video and put it into my catch-up list. Woman Outdoors is somebody who is here in Tuber Chat almost every single day, always engages the chat, but this is somebody who I see out supporting others always as well. So as much as I can be out bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I run into Woman Outdoors all the time. So like I said, they happen to be in Pennsylvania, which means things are starting to cool off over there. They get all 4 seasons and are able to show us that in their outdoor content. They were recently featured here, and I got a chance to go through some of their camping, cooking, fishing, bushcraft, and knife collecting videos. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that variety when you get there. As you can see, they do some shout out videos and some other channel updates as well. All 3 types of content on this channel also. 913 subscribers puts them officially on the road to 1K. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer and get them to that truly magical milestone. Panama City's in the house. Panama City's a longtime friend, somebody who I've been on panel with actually. I think we joined Angel Light Over Darkness together. I could be wrong about that. I forget whose live stream we were on. And they are another creator that wants to help people grow their channels and hit different milestones. So hopefully everybody will join Panama City. When we look at Woman Outdoors, I'm just going to hit Twitter for a quick second. So here they are on Twitter. You can find them. Latonda Bargani 1, if I'm pronouncing that right, and there's the share right there for Tuber Chat. I really do appreciate that, and that's what a tweet looks like when you share by clicking the share button, whether you're on a phone or on a computer. and then letting YouTube do its thing. The other thing you can do is when we go to Superchat, I'm logged into a different account here, so this is what it's going to look like for you when you get there. You're going to see tweet. We always put out a tweet at the beginning of every live stream, so you can retweet that if you want. And for anybody that tweets or retweets, like I said, we add them into a special Twitter list. If you go to the 3 dots here and click on view lists, you're going to find Superchat stars. That's our list, and when you click on 156 members over here, you will find Woman Outdoors in amongst the creators here. And like I said, these are all creators that you can connect with and trade favors with. Again, just for those of you who are on the list, I'm logged into a different account right now, so I may not be following with my other one. So Woman Outdoors, thank you again for being here, and as you can see, they've been a member for quite some time. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. Forgive me for all I've missed in the chat. Again, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to us. And if you see somebody, or sorry, if you would like to swap playlists with other people in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, but if you see somebody say that and you're willing to swap with them, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually. Of course, you could do that here in the chat, or if you want to exchange other social networks, a lot of people talk on Instagram and other places like that. MLW Fishing Man, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Makeup Mom and Son is here both as a moderator and a gold member, actually. So we see Makeup Mom and Son every single day in the slides that run at the beginning and middle and end of every live stream, as well as their link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so also. Jamie Hart is up here right now. This is a creator who brings us a ton of variety, and to be specific, they bring us horror, Twin Peaks movies, retrospectives, vlogs, live streams, gaming, karaoke covers, adventure, nature, photography, and cats, as we have a lot of cat lovers all over the internet, including here in the Superchat family. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that variety. Jamie Hart is somebody who's here with us just about every day as well. They've got 452 subscribers right now. They're halfway on the road to 500. We'd love to see the community tab pop up for this particular creator. And then let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel. Up here, we're starting to move now. It was the longest beginning to a live stream in Superchat's history. But I appreciate everybody's patience. So next up is Tori's Brain Games. Now, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. The thumbs up really does help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up when I'm on a phone from time to time. Rebel Canners, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're just coming in to say hello or drop that thumbs up. I know not everybody can be here for the entire time that we stream. Let me see if I can do something about my camera there, because it looks like it's falling apart here. That's a little bit better. As the light changes where I am, I don't have lights on me right now, so as the light changes in the room that I'm at, through the window, the camera's changing and the green screen can't be seen. Kind of funny. Rock Chick Beauty, thank you so much for a super chat. I really do appreciate that. She's done that countless times. And for that reason, we'll get her channel up next. On to the screen. Team Goodman, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Mitchell and Doll's the same creator as Mitchy Boo. They were both Actually, both of those channels were featured recently, and I know they were here with Mitchy Boo right before the stream started as well. So Tori's Brain Games is here with 422 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther towards their 500. We'd love to see their community tab pop up as well. What you're going to find from Tori's Brain Games more than anything else are live streams that are very interactive. And what that means in this case is that when you join them in their live chat, you're able to participate in mind-challenging games that are fun for everybody in the chat. And we've seen all kinds of game nights and things like that before, but this one here is meant to challenge our mind a little bit, and Tori's Brain Games has been doing an incredibly professional job, yet keeping their streams fun at the same time. I've gone into their live streams many times and seen lots of people having a great time. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Let me just get them onto the wheel because they happen to be member. And then next up, like I said, was going to be Rock Chick Beauty. So let's see what they've got going on now. Tori's Brain Games as well has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in Superchat for a long time. They're here with us almost every day. Rock Chick Beauty's coming up right now, and this is a creator who puts presentation at the forefront of her mind. She brings all three types of content on this channel that was reset and restarted just over a year and a half ago. And she brings shorts, videos, and live streams. My flock is everywhere. Good to see you here. Lynn's Life Lessons. It's good to have you in the house as well. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. When we look at Rock Chick Beauty's channel, we see some beauty, but we actually see a lot of variety, and she does a lot of live streaming as well. This creator has been at this for a long time now and is a longtime dear friend of Tuberchat. There's somebody who's willing to share content by hopping in on other StreamYard panels and things like that, which is always great to see. The Bud Files, I've got you on the wheel. They happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel right away. So Rock Chick Beauty dropped a super chat. Thank you again for that. I really do appreciate that. They're officially on the road to 1K now with 920 subscribers. I'm going to take your latest haul video. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That will help me catch up a little bit. And then Rock Chick Beauty's got a lot of familiar faces on the featured channels list. And this creator will bring us a lot of product reviews lately. Now, they mix up the content on their channel, but they've been doing a lot of sponsored videos too, which is great to see. So hopefully everybody will enjoy those when you get there. And Rock Chick Beauty has been an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a very long time. Swag Found is coming up next. We'll see what they've got going on. Charlene Heel is in the house as well, and Conscious Business Services and Opportunities is their second channel. And then thank you, Team Goodman. Yeah, homeschooling is probably a good handful of work, I can imagine. So I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. Team Goodman has helped on all of my channels, as a matter of fact, and I really do appreciate that. They've helped in just about every way you can talk about on YouTube, including shout-out videos, hanging out in live streams, letting streams replay, swapping for watch hours, and then as well just hanging out. But like I said, I really do just appreciate every moment everybody can spend. Nezia Mbel, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Thank you for coming in. I noticed that you're dropping a super chat, and I really do appreciate that. I wonder if you are having trouble getting into the chat otherwise. So you might be on a 20-minute time limit for getting into the chat. I'm not sure if that actually affects the super chats or not. I've never actually looked into the idea of whether that matters. But I wonder also, oh, there you are, never mind. Okay, I was wondering, sometimes you can see somebody come into the chat, they're able to super chat, but they're not able to chat in general. You might have to add them to your approved users list if you find somebody reaching out to you on Instagram or Facebook or somewhere else to let you know they couldn't get into your YouTube chat, for those of you who are live streamers. And it's very easy to do. You literally just copy their channel link and put it into your approved user section, which is in the same area as where you add moderators and ban channels and things like that. Swag Found is here. So, and Nezia Ambal, thank you very much for that super chat. I really do appreciate for that, and for that reason, your channel will be up next before we spin the wheel again. Swag Found is a organization, a foundation that provides resources and empowerment to single mothers of color who are attending college. But I actually think that we can all draw education, if not inspiration, from this channel. They've just crossed 1,000 subscribers, and it looks like they've got it locked in, which is really, really cool. Stands for Singles with Academic Achievement Goals. That's Swag Found. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them and seeing the kind of work they're doing on their channel. There's actually a lot of other variety here, and all three types of content, obviously. So pardon me, shorts, videos, and live streams to see when we get there. Next up is going to be Nezia and Bao, because they just dropped a super chat on us. So we'll see. I'll get their channel ready here. We'll see what they've got going on. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate that greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now, and because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm, it could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and possibly even weeks ahead as a replay, so I'll appreciate it that much more. Nezia Ambal has 727 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. And then they have rededicated their life to serving God and doing His will. Let's see what happens in life when you fully surrender to God. And we will follow this channel and see what's happening. So I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. But what I'm going to do is take this 20-minute video here that you recently put up a few weeks ago. I'm going to put that in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through that watch later list. I'll watch your video in full, leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up and subscribe and turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well and have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. The next channel that we're going to look at in about 3 minutes is going to be Michael's Adventures. All right, we're back and looking at Michael's adventures. He's part of our moderator squad. He's actually one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 5 years on YouTube. We'll talk about his channel in a second, but I see a lot of other creators have come in. The Bullock Experience is here. It's good to see you here. Charlene Heel, forgive me, I did not put you on the wheel yet, even though I mentioned it earlier, but I've got you on the wheel now. And then as well, I saw Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More come in with Emotion New Soul. Both of those creators are moderators and members here. And then Warm Strong Adventures has a travel channel. They've come in. John Rabbit, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And forgive me for not being certain whether you might be here for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Miss Brown's family is Cooking with Miss Brown with a second channel. Thank you for coming in. A longtime friend of Superchat. Divine Wisdom is somebody we've been connected to for a long time as well. Forgive me for anybody I'm missing in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And again, we're looking at Michael's adventures. Now, this particular creator shows great generosity in just about every way you can, both on and off of YouTube. I've had a pleasure of getting to know this creator personally over the last couple of years. They are incredibly supportive and incredibly supportive of creators that are hitting different milestones, particularly when it comes to watch hours and things like that. This creator does a lot to help others, both with swapping playlists and with running playlists as well. Court King Mia, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's good to see you here. And Haruka, yeah, it's Halloween month has just started. So hopefully everybody's in a festive Halloween mood. I know for a lot of people it's their favorite holiday. And then for anybody that is brand new to Tuber Chat, our instructions are always in our video description. I don't know why Battissimo doesn't seem to be on the case today. Battissimo should be welcoming new creators. So Michael's Adventures has done literally thousands of videos on their channel. You can see a lottery scratch ticket there, but he's also done some other slot gameplay on his channel. He often takes us for a walk around, like a vlog type of video, where he's exploring the area around where he lives, and he's moved a couple of times, but then as well he's got a lot of furry friends that end up on some of these cameras, including raccoons, deer, as well as a fox has been known to show up. And sometimes there's some entertaining stuff that happens between these furry friends, so I'll leave it to you to find that when you get there. Michael's Adventures has 1,000 subscribers now and is already getting close to 1,100. So it's interesting. This creator was creeping up towards that 1,000 milestone, but then just kind of blew right by it. So we're glad to see Michael's Adventures well on that way. Again, they will be willing to swap playlists with everybody. So if you're willing to do that with other creators here in the chat for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Another of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 5 years on YouTube is Scratch and Pete, originally known as PA. And this creator comes to us through the lottery ticket scratching genre and community of channels. Actually, they were here with Tuber Chat for a long time before they'd started their content and decided to join that niche. But Scratch and Pete PA put a really unique twist on lottery ticket scratching in his video series, where we're now on what I believe will be week 41 for this year. And what this creator does is allow you to vote on the content of next week's video while he pits the two lottery scratch tickets against each other on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook for kind of a contest to see what everybody's going to choose while you vote. And then you can find out the results when you join the video premiere. He always premieres every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern. I'm just going to set my notification for this one right now. When you follow Scratch and PPA for one of these premieres especially, they happen at 12:15 Eastern every single week. and you will find one of the fastest rolling chats that you've seen on YouTube. Faster than Superchat, faster than most others. Pardon me? Pardon me again for that. His chat rivals those of Hilda DC or Garden State Gardener's Sunday Fun Day. It is really high energy, really fast paced, and a lot of fun to be a part of. And then presentation has always been at the forefront of Scratch and PPA's mind. I've had lots, many compliments ever since Scratch and PPA started producing content right from the first video about his video editing skills. But I think inspiration can be taken from the presentation that goes from his banners and thumbnails that are constantly updated to the video editing as well, and his ability to marry in the idea of social networks into his video series to build interactivity, if that makes sense. And then thank you, Team Goodman. I appreciate that. They're always here until the end. Team Goodman have been dear friends for a long time. Paralife TV, your everyday wheelchair ninja, is Shane. Thank you for coming in. We're going to look at John right now. This is home bartending with John, and you'll see the elaborate bar setup that John has. And I was immediately drawn to this channel. He's doing a couple of different things here. First of all, there's a lot of product reviews, so I'm going to take the latest one, put it in my ketchup list. But as well, you see the bar that I'm talking about, and what John's going to do on this channel is show us how we can make some of the most popular cocktails out there at home, and he'll show us that in different methods in each video, where you get the idea of being able to see a very quick way of making your favorite drink with just a couple of ingredients, and then usually a pop culture referenced recipe, and that can come from a song, a movie, a TV show. He does take requests on his channel as well, so if there's something you want to learn how to make, home bartending with John will be happy to teach you through a video. And then as well, in these videos where he brings us different variations, he often brings us the most traditional way to prepare popular cocktail, where we're able to get something with usually several more ingredients, but traditionally the way it's meant to be done. Coastal Water, I think, just changed their avatar while we've been on stream. And Be Amazing Sylvia, I have to beg for your forgiveness there. Luckily, she's been a friend literally for years now. But I hadn't put Be Amazing Sylvia on the wheel. Members always get added to the wheel as soon as they're noticed here in the chat, like Trish the Natural and I Am Betty J Gathers. But for whatever reason today, I did not add Be Amazing Sylvia, and I did the same thing today to Charlene Heal. Again, I've done that to her many times before as well. Lori's Tech Time is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. The thing about the wheel here in Tuber Chat is, I mean, once you're on, right? So basically guaranteed to be seen. And let me just get Derek's Journey on there as well. For any of the members that know they're supposed to be on the wheel when you get here, if you notice me not do it or not mention it, just please give me a nudge. I'll appreciate it greatly, because I'd rather make the mistake of doing something twice than not doing it. And then I know if you're on a phone, it's hard to see the names that I've got in the list on the wheel, but feel free to just make sure if you think I've missed you. Lori's Tech Time is an interesting channel. This is another channel that I was drawn to as soon as she came into the Tuber Chat family. It might be a year ago. It's a long time for Lori's Tech Time now. She's well over 1,000 subscribers, of course, but this creator brings us tech reviews of electronic gadgets, which is right up my alley. Now, she's got a couple of independent ones, like these Apple reviews at the front of her page, and then as well she's done some tutorials, but lately she's broken into a lot of video gameplay as well. She brings us a monthly subscription service called Gadget Discovery Club, and then mixes up the content between all these different formats. When she does do the gameplay, she tends to pick games that are quite popular and plays with friends online. So Battle Cats and Among Us are two of the most popular games we find her playing frequently. Pardon me. And then, yeah, Divine Wisdom. It takes a little while to get onto the wheel these days, but as long as you have some time to spend, I'll be happy to get you on there in a little while. I'll be adding names to the wheel hopefully within the next 15 or 20 minutes or so. I know it's longer than ever these days, and today's live stream had a really long introduction, but we're happy to discuss different topics, especially when it comes to the idea of YouTube video creation here and there. LuckX, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Next up is Be Amazing Sylvia. So the wheel is, the odds are ever in your favor today, because I had forgotten to put Be Amazing Sylvia on the wheel for quite some time, and then as soon as I did finally get her on there, the wheel chose her right away. So Be Amazing Sylvia has been a friend since the beginning of Superchat and before, as a matter of fact. She comes to us from the Drop the Link Day crew and is an advocate for helping others grow their channel and hitting different milestones. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. And Be Amazing Sylvia actually does pure variety on her channel. I see the Mind of an Angel in the house as well. That was Angel's Army, with a brand new channel that's been reset and restarted, but they happen to be a member, so I've got them on the wheel right away. Derek's Journey's dropping a super chat on us. He's done that many times before, countless times. We're going to put that channel up next before I spin the wheel again for that reason. When we look at Be Amazing Sylvia, we see almost 4,300 subscribers, and I always say of channels over 3,000 that there's obviously much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they've obviously already gone through in their YouTube journey. Be Amazing Sylvia is no exception. This creator is well versed in a lot of the details behind YouTube, how to get your videos noticed, how to get your channels noticed. She's been helping people with their journey for literally years now, like I was saying. Fully monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get to her channel. I know I'm behind with you. I'm just going to grab one of your latest videos here. I'll just grab the latest one. I'm going to put that into my catch-up list. That will help me to catch up a little bit. Fanatic Guide, good to see you here. Another longtime friend of Superchatters, supports on all of my channels actually. And then Be Amazing Sylvia has a second channel, and I'm just going to pull it up in a second here. Sylvia's Daily Positivity, there it is. And 220 subscribers over here. Sylvia is known as somebody who always has a positive attitude, definitely a powerhouse of energy, motivation, and encouragement. But with 220 subscribers, we're hoping we can push her a little bit farther, and you will find a lot of motivation and encouragement on both of her channels, as a matter of fact. So next up is Derek's Journey. Like I said, this creator dropped a super chat on us, which I really do appreciate that. He's done that countless times. Derek's Journey's actually just opened up a third channel. So before we look at the main one, we're going to look at You Never Know with Jeannie and Jaden, which is two more members of the Derek's Journey family, and they are going to engage in some of the fitness challenges we're familiar with, as well as bring us a lot of other variety on their channel. So with 153 subscribers, we'd love to push them towards 200. And the brand new channel that's been opened from Derek's Journey is called Balance Breakers, Fitness and Gaming. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them there. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos, put that in my catch-up list. And then when we look at Derek's Journey, we find the creator behind these channels, and they give us a great look at their family life in their video series as well. So they bring us a lot of variety. There are a lot of fitness challenges here, and they get a lot of collaborations going with other creators as well. It's really something to see and be inspired by. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships. When we get there, they've got almost 1,800 subscribers right now, but you can see from a lot of the thumbnails and a lot of the titles here that they're giving us a great look at the family life, and they take us on adventures. They do a lot of product reviews lately as well. So I'm going to grab the latest one and put that into my catch-up list. That will help me get caught up with this channel. Thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generosity. Like I said, Derek's Journey's done that countless times, and I really do appreciate it. Next up is going to be the Bud Files, and these are modern day archaeologists. What they do on their channel is uncover history and digitally preserve it in their video series. When we look at the Bud Files, we see a couple of creators who are actually here with us just about every single day as well. They've got 724 subscribers, and there's another couple of creators who seem to be everywhere all the time. When I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I run into them constantly supporting others, which is great to see. I'm just going to grab their latest Pumpkin Festival and add that video into my notification, or set the notification for that. Macix team, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I'm just going to take one of your videos from your front page here and put that in my catch-up list so that I can get caught up with another piece of content. We actually featured this channel on our front page a little while ago. And then thank you, Lexo Motorsports. And our featured channel for today is Really Haunted Places. It's the third channel from USA Scratchers. So I hope everybody will connect with them. And the Bud Files, like I said, was recently featured. We feature channels across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, as you have seen, so that you can meet more loyal and dedicated supporters even when we're not live streaming. Literally hundreds of them. When I look for emotion, I look for Emotion New Soul, and I'm going to pop that in the chat for you to either type out or copy. Emotion is an official artist channel. You'll recognize the blue and purple avatar right away. This is a talented singer and songwriter. He's been a dear friend of mine for a very long time, but he's here as both a moderator and a gold member. So we see this channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and their link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. Emotion is about to hit 3,000 subscribers. They're officially on the road to 3K, and like I keep saying, for channels around that mark, is that there's much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what we know they must have already gone through in their YouTube journey. Now, Emotion brings us their original works, and like I said, this is a talented singer and songwriter. They bring us music videos on their channel. Those can be individual or in the form of compilations, both in premieres or live streams. They round out the channel with shorts and a lot of reaction videos as well. And then they've got a second channel where we get to see not only how the music is made, but get a look at the man behind the music as well. They round out this channel with some more compilations, shorts, and reaction videos also. All of the, pardon me for a second here. All of the moderators on this channel are dear friends of mine. They have been for a long time. They're all dear friends of each other. They all have channels of their own, and they all do different things. And the unique thing that they all have in common is they will all allow and encourage you to meet more friends and family members when you are joining them for premieres and live streams. So I hope that you will connect with all of our moderators. And again, Emotion happens to be a moderator and a member. Trish the Natural is in the house. I saw them come in. I got them on the wheel right away. I see Jack Dawson is here as well. He happens to be a member. I'm going to get him onto the wheel right away as well. Members always get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And then I'm going to add some names to our wheel from our chat list soon, based in an order on who, or based on an order determined by who has been most active in the chat. It's much more about how active you are in the chat than time spent. And I mention that just as a hint, especially for anybody fairly new to Superchat. And then as well, we're looking at Trish the Natural right now. She's going to talk to us about natural hair care, and she's got 473 subscribers right now. She's getting pretty close to having that community tab pop up with 500, so I'm hoping we can get her a little bit farther. We see the presentation on this channel is just spectacular. Those thumbnails have bright, bold headshots that make them very clickable, and is going to make this creator recognizable very quickly as well. While every video gets its own thumbnail, she does have a consistent look, and I enjoy the minimalist text on most of these thumbnails as well. But when we hover over her videos, we see that this is a dynamic host as well, and they were recently featured on Superchat as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Let me spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. And it looks like we're going to be looking at Coastal Water. This is another channel that seems to be out supporting others all the time. So when I am bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I run into them constantly. Lexo Motorsports has a short that's going crazy. That's great to see. Hopefully it continues for you. Shorts can be have a winning the lottery aspect to them. And thank you, Paralife TV. Life with Mountain Folk is in the house. They happen to be a member also. Let me get them onto the wheel. And when we look at Coastal Water, we see 237 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 we know they're going to be thinking about. And wow, I can't believe how far behind I am with you already. Is that with, yeah, Coastal Water, of course, is there with Backlash Fisherman. Let me just grab your latest video. I know it's a stream replay, but I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. And then that will help me get caught up a little bit, make sure I don't fall too far behind. And then Coastal Water, like I said, happens to be an incredibly supportive creator. They bring us all 3 types of content on their channel, including shorts, videos, and live streams. I trip over my speeches because we've said some of these things. You might look at the number of episodes we're on, 471, and say, wow, he says the same thing 400 times. No, I say it 4 or 5 times in every live stream. So we're literally talking thousands. And you'd think it would be perfect, but I promise you I make as many mistakes as anybody else, maybe more in a lot of cases. But hopefully you enjoy them either way. So let me spin the wheel again. If anybody in the house would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. We're going to look at Cali King 916. This is a creator who comes to us from Sacramento, California. Did I not get I Am Betty J Gathers onto the wheel either? I'm so sorry. I don't know what my thing is today. I'm missing so many creators today. I Am Betty J Gathers is on the wheel now. And Cali King 916. I actually caught them the other day for another live stream for a quick second. This one here where they were out. I was lurking there. I was just working on watching. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. Perilous Times Prep. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect. So please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. And then when we look at Cali King 916, I see he's got another stream replay. Now this one's just for watch hours, but I'm going to run it anyway for you. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. And then Cali King 916 is another creator who seems to be everywhere all the time, literally. And Baskets Resale has just come in. That's a creator with around 7,000 subscribers on one channel. And then Baskets Resale, they're going to show us how to profit from taking the offline and online and marrying them together to buy and sell. Let's spin the wheel. I Am Betty J Gathers. Thank goodness. Look what happened. I forgot to put you on the wheel earlier. And as soon as I put you on right now, the wheel favored you, so we're going to look at your channel right this second. I Am Betty J Gathers is a powerhouse of energy, positivity, motivation, encouragement, and we are probably lucky to have gained literally hundreds of thumbs up because of I Am Betty J Gathers' friendly and energetic reminders. Pardon me, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give those thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. I Am Betty J Gathers has 526 subscribers right now. We're happy to see that beautiful community tab there. And then this creator's bringing a ton of content. Actually, I'm a little bit overwhelmed now. I can't believe how far behind I am. I was on a little bit more this week than I have been in the last few weeks, and still I managed not to catch you. I'm just going to grab your latest vlog and put this into my catch-up list here. We can see that this creator is bringing all 3 types of content, including streams as well as shorts. And then I Am Betty J Gathers does a lot of talking about healthy living, healthy eating, and intermittent fasting is a big subject on this channel. But she does a ton of live streaming, and when you join her, you'll be able to meet more friends and family members the same way that we do here in Superchat. And I Am Betty J Gathers, like I keep saying, is a very dynamic host. She is a powerhouse of energy and positivity. Sam Slog's Trains and More is coming up next. We'll see what he's got going on. I did manage to catch Sam Slog's Trains and More this week for a stream. Or was it Premiere? Oh, now I gotta look and see if I remember. Premiere, yes. And then, when we look at Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More, we see another creator who's here as a member and a moderator. He has been for a long time. And Sam has 1,600 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards the 1,700 he's going to be thinking about. And there's a lot more to this channel than trains, but he does do a lot of train videos. Those can be indoors or outdoors, and it could have to do with trains themselves or the stations they depart from. Sometimes he's taking a trip, sometimes he's taking a look around, and sometimes he's giving us tips and tricks for our own train travel. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Sam's Vlogs Trains and More also does a ton of live streaming. Sometimes he does product reviews or unboxings. The live streams can include game nights, Q&As, and sometimes just a channel update where we get an opportunity to hang out with Sam. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that variety. Again, all of our member moderators are dear friends of mine. They have been for a long time. They're dear friends of each other, and they all have channels of their own and do different things. They will all allow and encourage you to meet more friends and family members when you're on their channels, whether it's for premieres or live streams. So we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. We're going to look at a travel channel next called Warmstrong Adventures. They've taken us on a cruise, and we'll see what they've got going on. Sean, the Great Gamer, is a longtime friend of Superchat. It's good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And when we look at Warmstrong Adventures, we see 225 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. Like I said, they recently took us on a cruise. I'm just going to hit their videos tab for a second here. They are in Sydney, Australia. I'm going to grab this silent party on Carnival Splendor. I've heard of these, but I haven't been involved in one ever, where when you walk into the place, there's no music playing or anything, but people have headphones on. And usually what happens is they'll have 2 or 3 different DJs, sometimes maybe even more, I guess. But what will happen is you have like a switch on your headphones to decide which music you want to dance to. So you could be dancing with other people and listening to different music at the same time. So I heard about that the very first time, probably 10 years ago, if not 15, in a Bonnaroo festival. I wasn't there. It's just somebody who's a fan of going to the Bonnaroo festivals mentioned it. And that was really, really cool concept. So I'm curious to see how that's going to work on the Carnival cruise ship here. And Warmstrong Adventures has brought us all aspects of that cruise. Hopefully we'll get some more new content from this creator soon. But there we go right now. And they are in Sydney, Australia. So they're taking us on their journey with them. Warmstrong Adventures is another incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the support that comes back from them after you connect with them. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Charlene Heel will come up, and this is also Conscious Business Services and Opportunities. We see both of those channels here. And Charlene Heel has been another powerhouse of energy, motivation, and encouragement. She brings natural healing, coaching, and transformation on her channel, along with much more. And then Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve is in the house. and I'll put you on the wheel. Right now they happen to be a member. We always add members to the wheel right away. Hopefully soon we'll get to adding some names from our chat list. Of course, it's open to everybody. It just takes a long time to get onto the wheel of the screen these days. Cooking with Bobby Joe, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I think we saw that channel the other day. Forgive me if I'm mistaken. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. All you would hear is, that's true. That's true. All you would hear is people, and people's phone notifications and stuff. Yes, it's weird. It's the weirdest thing for me to think about walking into a nightclub and not hearing music, but it's a cool concept. We'll look at Warmstrong Adventures to see what that's really like. I'm just going to take the latest thank you video. I know it's quite short, from Charlene Heel, but I've got that in my catch-up list. She's fully monetized here with super chats and memberships available. When we look at conscious business services and opportunities, we see the same natural healing, coaching, and transformation with the added bonus of opportunities to amass wealth, of course, which is a great bonus. So conscious business services and opportunities, again, is Charlene Heel. I'm going to take your latest stream replay, and I'm going to take one that's a little bit older just because it's a little bit shorter. I can put that in my catch-up list, and I'll run that for you. We'll get some watch hours up for conscious business services and opportunities. We see this creator on both channels bringing all three types of content with shorts, videos, and live streams. And then that's really, really cool, Sean the Great Gamer. They've actually had a lot of interesting things happen during their YouTube journey. We'll spin the wheel and we'll get another channel ready to go. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve is somebody who's been incredibly supportive both here and on our copyright-free music channel. For anybody that hasn't already seen it, all the same music that you hear in the background of Superchat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. And we have that available on all major streaming platforms. But we also have a YouTube channel set up where you can access all of that music, and then we have a virtual 24-hour live stream where you can hang out and meet more friends and family members the same way that we do here in Superchat, and there's a video game going and a lot of fun to be had over there. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve has spent quite a lot of time over there helping us out, and I do appreciate that. They've got 508 subscribers right now, so it looks like they'll have their community tab within the next few days, actually. Nikki D Music and More is in the house also. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve talks about homesteading activities, but they actually do a lot more with their family. There's a lot of family fun here. It's almost pure variety, actually. But they're talking about country living, food growing, chicken raising, homeschooling, and then as well they could be gardening, enjoying music or playing music or singing, actually, taking pictures of flowers, cooking, singing, building stuff, camping, painting, climbing rocks, or country dreaming and robot racing. They do all kinds of different stuff. We get a wonderful look at Jen, Steve, and their family. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen in another moment here. And then if anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Superchat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm both today and in the coming days and possibly even weeks ahead as a replay. Michael the Realist, thank you for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. We only ever look at one channel, like each channel once during the stream, but I do appreciate your extra generosity for sure. We looked at Michael the Realist a little bit earlier in the stream. And then Coach Sherry, thank you so much for your super chat. I really appreciate that. Did I not put Coach Sherry on the wheel as well? Oh, you'll have to forgive me. I don't know what I'm doing today. I really appreciate that super chat. It's absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated, of course. Coach Sherry's been a long-time member. I'll have to ask a lot of forgiveness today. A lot of the members I didn't add to the wheel as soon as they came in, and I'm supposed to do that. This is like at least the fourth, if not fifth one of today. So I promise you I make as many mistakes as anybody else. And I promise you that when they do happen, I do get as upset with myself as everybody else does as well. But you just got to realize, luckily on YouTube, a lot of times good enough is good enough. And as your friendships build, your audience build, I promise you there's a lot more forgiveness out there than you might have originally thought when it comes to people being patient with some of the mistakes you might make. So the Mind of an Angel is up with a channel that has been reset and restarted. This is our content creator that we have known for years, literally since the beginning of Tuber Chat, was known as Angel's Army, now known as the Mind of an Angel, with a brand new channel. So I hope everybody will connect with them and help them get going. They've got 121 subscribers right now. I'm just going to take their grocery shopping video, put that in my catch-up list. I think I shared it but didn't watch it yet. And then Sean the Great Gamer went to Game On Expo in Phoenix, Arizona, which is really, really cool. And then yeah, thank you, Haruka. Yeah, I promise you, like I said, I make as many mistakes as anybody else, maybe more. And let's see what Coach Sherry's got going on her channel. The Mind of an Angel will bring you a lot of motivation and pure variety, actually. They've been a long time friend of Tuber Chat, a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. As is Coach Sherry. Forgive me, I'm behind with you. I didn't think I was that far behind. I thought I just went on your channel and I might have shared something that I haven't watched yet, but I've got your latest video in my catch-up list. Coach Sherry's got 846 subscribers right now, officially on the road to 19. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sean the Great Gamer. I should know that. Forgive me, I've got a couple of other creators named Shane, and I think I'm just slipping a little bit today while I'm talking too fast. Sean the Great Gamer has been a longtime friend, literally like for years now with Tuber Chat. So thank you for that, and I do appreciate your patience. But thank you for correcting me as well, especially if anybody's got a channel name that I'm not pronouncing correctly. I typically don't reference creators by their personal name. Sometimes I do, like I'll mention Joe from Garden State Gardener. We all know Scratch and PPA, or Nora the Stock Explorer, and things like that. But I typically mention the channel names here just because of what we're doing, right? So everybody knows who on earth I'm talking about in the chat. We have new creators coming through all the time. But I do appreciate if somebody corrects me if I'm wrong, so I can promote you properly when you're here. Come Hither with Heather's back in the house. It's funny, after all this time, you're still on the wheel but haven't been picked yet. And Retro World Series, a video game tournament, has Sean the Great Gamer in a top position, which is great to see as well. So Coach Sherry is going to bring us a lot of delicious looking content on their channel, but it looks like they're actually bringing a lot more variety lately as well, and a lot of live streaming, so that's great to see. I wonder if they've yet gotten into shorts. So all three types of content on this channel, including Super Chats including shorts, videos, and live streams. Pardon me, I keep slipping over all my speeches today. And then thank you, Come Hither with Heather. So I've got your latest video in my catch-up list. That will help me catch up a little bit, make sure I don't fall any farther behind. As we grow and follow more and more creators, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as we all might like. But as long as everybody's doing as much as they possibly can for each other, everybody will be just fine. We see creators hitting different milestones in their channels growing. Haruka's on the wheel now, along with Carleen Geisha. I'm just adding them on right this second. And then we'll add some more names as we need them. But Hilda DC is part of our moderator squad, and her channel is coming up right now. I just spun the wheel and it came up. Hilda DC is a very much loved and well-respected creator. She is actually one of the most encouraging creators that I've met in my 5 years on YouTube. What you'll notice from Hilda DC is a lot of energy, a lot of passion, but a very strong creator that likes to stand up with and behind other creators in their YouTube journey to motivate and encourage. So you'll find a lot of positive affirmations coming from this creator, whether they're on their own channel or other channels as well. And then they have those positive affirmations coming through in special effects during their video productions, whether they're videos or live streams. And then as well, Hilda DC even gets the robots involved. Nightbot will even be encouraging when you get to this channel. So Hilda DC posts almost every single day. It could be a premiere or a live stream, usually with a mukbang style challenge involved. But this is a creator who brings all three types of content. I asked her the other day, and I forget for the life of me how far her strongest shorts video has gone, but she does lots of those. She's had some great success with that. And like I keep saying, all of our moderators are dear friends of each other as well as dear friends of mine. They'll all allow and encourage you to meet more friends and family members for your own channel when you're visiting them. And then she's fully monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get to her channel. So she's long past the 2,000 subscribers, and I'm hoping we can get her closer to 2,100 now. We'll spin and we'll get another channel up. Jack Dawson is another longtime generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They happen to be a member, one of our longest standing members actually. We'll put them up on the screen right now and see what Jack Dawson's got going on. When I look for this channel, I usually type in Jack Dawson MLB The Show. And the reason why is because that's the first video I ever caught, or video game that I ever walked into them playing live on their channel. So the very first live stream I ever caught from Jack Dawson, he was playing MLB The Show. I find if you type that into the chat or copy and paste it, you'll find them a little bit easier. Jack Dawson obviously is a huge name on the internet because of the lead character in the Titanic movie, but our friend is an incredibly generous creator who will allow you to meet more friends and family members when you're on their channel. I'm just going to take their latest Tales of Arise video, if I'm pronouncing that right, put that into my catch-up list. That will help me catch up with them a little bit, just with a stream replay there, and hopefully I'll catch them live again soon. And then Sean the Great Gamer's been doing a lot of traveling as well. And there you go, yes, Haruka in the wheel. I'll get some more names onto the wheel soon. I'm going to start moving a little bit faster because we're long into the second half of the stream. We've still got about 45 minutes to go, a little bit longer than that. And we're not really in a rush to get out of here today, so we can stay almost as long as everybody would like, up to another 50 minutes actually, and then we'll go over to the music channel. And if you haven't had a chance to see that already, you can. You'll be able to meet more friends and family members over there. I'll get some more names onto the wheel in a second. Makeup Mom and Son is another very much loved and well-respected creator. She's here as both a moderator and a gold member, so we see this channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, as well as her link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. I can see how far behind I am. I can't believe this, Makeup Mom and Son. I feel like I say that every time I put your channel up. I thought I caught up. Now, I know she's posting almost every day. You can see that here. And I'm just going to take one of her latest videos and put this into my catch-up list. But I'm actually going to go through all the moderators' channels and try to catch up with everybody in the next 24 hours as well. I shouldn't have to make a note of it, but I'm going to make one anyway. I thought I was on a lot more this week than I guess I was, but I also managed to go into a lot more live streams than watching videos too. Now, Makeup Mom and Son does a lot of variety on her channel. There is a lot of makeup here, especially in her early videos, but there's a lot of product reviews and unboxings, and those can involve makeup as well as many other products, almost all types of variety. James Money 615, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Makeup Mom and Son does a ton of live streaming. She hops in on other people's StreamYard panels. She hosts host panels of her own, and then as well she does a lot of interviews. I've been honored to have been a part of her interview series where she likes to introduce YouTubers to each other. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. She's got almost 1,700 subscribers. She's officially on the road now, and of course fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And I can't for the life of me remember if it's 37,000 views I think she got on one of her shorts videos. So she really has killed it with that as well, which is great to see. Hopefully everybody can take inspiration from that. All of our moderators probably have much to be learned from, not to mention inspired by, because of their generosity. Everyone who is a moderator here is a longtime friend of mine, but they all show extreme, overwhelming generosity, both with each other and with everybody in their own communities and outside. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that from all of our moderators. When we look at Kaden Plays It, we see a second channel from Makeup Mom and Son, and this actually belongs to the son of Makeup Mom and Son, but of course Mom is helping Son on this channel. Kaden Plays It now has over 40 subscribers. With 41, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther on their road to the first 100. We know it's more challenging than ever these days, but as long as everybody's doing as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing all the time and hitting different milestones like the first 100. I'm going to get a couple more channels onto the wheel. Lexo Motorsports is coming on. Corner Clubhouse Cobalt 66. Forgive me, I didn't welcome you into the chat. I saw you for a while there, actually. I caught them on a live stream finally the other day, too. Corner Clubhouse Cobalt 66 did a thoughtful shout-out video for me about a week ago. And Nikki D Music and more, I'm going to get you onto the wheel also. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give a thumbs up when I'm on a phone from time to time. And if you have the ability to share the stream out, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days and possibly even weeks again. So we just got a super chat dropped on us. Thank you for that extra generosity. All that fluff and stuff is going to come up in about 3 minutes. All right, we're back with all that fluff and stuff, who just actually dropped a couple of super chats on us. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generosity. All that fluff and stuff has done that countless times, as a matter of fact. So they've got almost 1,400 subscribers on their channel, and they come to us from Australia. And thank you, Haruka. I really do appreciate all the time that you've spent, and your channel's on the wheel, so you will be seen. Even if you have to go, we will look at your channel quickly. Haruka is somebody who recently joined Superchat just last week, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Sean the Great Gamer is getting close to 5K. Hopefully we can push them a little bit closer today. So all that fluff and stuff, like I said, comes from Australia. They bring us a ton of variety. For a long time, they were bringing us mud crabbing, reef fishing, snorkeling, and other on-the-water activities, both in videos and live streams. But they recently started expanding their content to include a lot of cooking live streams, for instance. I see a ton more shorts here. And then I see I'm behind with you. I'm just going to take one of your latest snorkeling videos. I'm surprised. It should be, I guess it's spring for you, you said the other day, right? So maybe things are warming up as opposed to cooling off. For us, it's getting cold. For you, it might be warming up. And they've got a lot more variety lately as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that when you get there. And then Holly Boy J, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. All that fluff and stuff is another advocate for helping others grow their channels and hitting different milestones. You'll meet more friends and family members with them during their live streams there as well. So let's spin the wheel. We'll do another channel, or we'll get another channel up on the screen. Thank you one more time. All that fluff and stuff. They actually dropped a couple of super chats on us. Mrs. VSNC09 has changed their channel name to VS Speaks Royally. And hopefully everybody will support this channel. Now, first of all, they've already got 3K. And you know that I say of channels at this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they've, pardon me, already gone through in their YouTube journey. Now, VS Speaks Royally is already fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And then they have pure variety on their channel. Now they do shorts, videos, and live streams, but when we look at their content, we see that a lot of what they're doing is following the royal family. So they've had a busy couple of weeks, but they've, we're right on top of it all this time since we've known this channel. And thank you, I am Betty J Gathers. For that, they're actually dropping a super chat so that I will put up Haruka's channel next. So thank you for that. And then VS Speaks Royally is talking about the royal family. But what you'll find here in their content, there's pure variety. But what they do, they actually just gave us some channel updates. Now I gotta see what they have to say about how they're changing up the channel. But when they talk about the royal family, especially in a live stream, you can see that they really do a great job of leading the conversation by staying well versed and up to date in their subject. And when you are truly having conversation in live chats, like for premieres and live streams, you're doing a great service for any host because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm, pardon me. And then let's spin the wheel. We're going to spin the wheel actually in a moment, but right now we're going to get Haruka up here. And then we'll spin the wheel. So thank you again, all that fluff and stuff. Or sorry, thank you all that fluff and stuff for your super chats. Thank you, I am Betty J Gathers, for doing this for Haruka to get their channel up here. We've seen that kind of generosity many times before from creators dropping a super chat for somebody else so that we can get their channel up here. Let me see if I can get them. I might have. Haruka is an interesting channel, and I wonder if many of us might struggle to find them. So even though it's a better idea to search, find, and click on them, they just changed their name to add the English version. Haruka here. I thought I was already connected. Did I not already go through my watch later list? Yeah, I used it for something else the other day. Let me see what I'm going to do about your videos. I thought we had Haruka on the screen the other day. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe they were just here the first time. So I'm going to take one of their latest videos, and I'm going to put this into my watch later list. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take that video, and after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video. I'll give you a meaningful comment while I watch. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell on, as I always do for every channel, and that should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Superchat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Trina's motivation is making me laugh in the chat, but thank you for coming in. And forgive me if I missed you when you first arrived. So that's Haruka. This is a brand new channel for Superchat. They just found us last week, and I am Betty J Gathers just dropped a super chat so we can look at this channel right away, knowing they're actually in Japan. So they're probably going to be going to bed literally in minutes from now. They might be snoring by what's going to be 8 o'clock for me. But thank you for hanging out. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. I'm looking forward to getting to know your channel, and hopefully we can push them towards the 90 subscribers we know they're thinking about. And then that's great. Yeah, Sean the Great Gamer is practicing just to become the best gamer they can. Oh, and then Johnny Jim is in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, no sweat, but thank you for the warning. Yes, Johnny Jim, it's good to have you in the chat, so hopefully everybody will connect with them. Now, obviously, that's a brand new channel, so if anybody hasn't already connected, I hope they will, and then hopefully you're feeling welcome, of course. Let me spin the wheel. Let's get another channel up on the screen. We looked at I Am Betty J Gathers earlier, otherwise I would have put them up right now again because they dropped a super chat for Haruka, and I really do appreciate that extra generosity. Lexo Motorsports is coming up right now. We'll see what this creator's got going on. Let me get Fanatic Guide onto our Wheel of Doom. Fanatic Guide, we're watching for a couple of milestones right now. They've got a video that's about to hit 100,000 views. And then, yeah, Trina's motivation. Hopefully everybody that has been affected directly by the hurricanes that have been going on the last week or so are safe and have everything that they need. Lexo Motorsports is up right now with 72 subscribers. Now, I'm still getting to know this channel. They've been with Superchat for a little while, but I've only watched a couple pieces of content. I'm going to take the latest video and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list, and what that will do is after the live stream I can catch up and watch another piece of content here. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here in Superchat is that over time I get to know the channels a little bit better, and over weeks and months I get to know the content by watching videos and hanging out in live streams. And then if you want to connect on the outside social network, I often get to know creators, and I really enjoy that so that my speeches can get better over time. Anybody can reach out anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time. So Paralife TV, your everyday wheelchair ninja is coming up. We look at Lexo Motorsports, and we're going to see drag racing, ATVs, dirt bikes, saltwater, and aquariums, and likely much more on this channel. So I'm looking forward to getting to know them better, and hopefully we can push them towards the 80 subscribers we know they're thinking about. Paralife TV is Shane. We're going to put this channel up on the screen right now and see what they've got going on. 1,400 subscribers. They're already on the way towards 1,500. And this is your everyday wheelchair ninja. Now, I was immediately impressed by Shane's channel. And the reason why is because when they came into the Superchat family close to a year ago, it feels like now, they have two different things to be learned in most videos. First of all, they're showing us life from their perspective. But then as well, they often do how-to videos, so you can learn something in a traditional sense, but also understand their perspective while they're doing it. I'm just going to take their latest video. This is something a little bit different. I'm going to put that into my catch-up list. And that'll be an interesting video for us to watch to get to know Shane behind the channel a little bit better. And then as well, Paralife TV does a lot of fitness on their channel, and they try to motivate others, but yet they do a great job of keeping up with the chat while they're doing it as well. It's been a long time since I've caught Shane in a live stream, but I'm hoping I can catch you in another one again very soon. So the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is coming up right now. I'm really going to start moving through channels because I want to get as many on as I can before we in the next half hour or so. I want to get as many on the screen as I can in the next half hour or so. And then Johnny Jim, do you want to be on the wheel? I can get you on there if you'd like. Trina's Motivation is on the wheel. And I'll spin in another moment here. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch has 678 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 700 that they're thinking about. And then the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, they've been posting frequently. Is it like, did something happen? I've been off YouTube for like what looks like a month. I guess they've, pardon me, they've been posting frequently over the last few days. I saw a video, I guess, a few days ago, but it seems to me there's so many creators I'm behind with. I thought I had a good week, but I must be mistaken. Let me grab your latest Succotash video. I'm going to wonder what that is, right? I put that into my catch-up list. That will help me get caught up a little bit, watch another piece of content. And then Mr. Naz is in the house. Mr. Naz is responsible for naming the Wheel of Doom. And Mr. Naz, let me know if you want to be on the wheel as well. Hyper Blitz, I think you were here at the beginning of the stream, so I'm just putting you on the wheel right away. But Hyper Blitz has been pretty supportive lately, especially, right? And then if anybody in the house would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I'm willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And when we look at the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, we see some creators who were recently featured on Superchat, actually, and they are empty nesters. They are in Western Tennessee. They raise chickens, turkeys, and ducks. They do gardening, canning, arts and crafts devotionals, thrifty fun, small channels, shout-outs, and much, much more on their channel. And then, just message on IG if you would like. Thank you for that. And Holly Boy J, thank you for still being here. For anybody that is brand new to Tuber Chat, the order in which I put channels on the wheel is determined by how active you are in the chat, much more than how long you're here. For the first 50 to 75% of the stream, I use a robot to determine that, and then I start adding some names manually towards the end if there's time. But it's much more about how you're interacting with others. And for anybody that's fairly new to Tuber Chat, my best suggestion is always to reach out to others first. Do all the things you wish they would do for your channel. Our instructions are in our video description. Then come back, let them know you've done that. They'll do the same thing. Yeah, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up when I'm on a phone from time to time. Trina's Motivation brings us a lot of variety on their channel, but they actually do a lot of live streaming as well to try to motivate. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I've been lucky. I caught them for a couple of live streams recently, actually. And then Operation Capsaicin is in the house. Operation Capsaicin happens to be a member, so I've got them on the wheel right away. We always add members to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Trina's Motivation will have a community tab soon. They're on 438 subscribers. I'm just hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that they're thinking about. And then hopefully everybody will connect with Trina's motivation and see what they've got going on their channel, especially after experiencing some hair loss due to the thing that we never talk about. And we can follow their journey and see how they're coming along after having recovered from that. Nikki D Music and More actually has 2 different channels. Last time we looked at these, they were exactly tied for subscribers as well. Nikki D Music and More has been a long-time dear friend of TuberChat. They are known as Nikki D Official as well, so they bring us a lot of music, but a lot of variety also. Coach Sherry is talking about loving the community tab. Yes, I can tell you, absolutely. Here's a hint for everybody. It's the #1 thing that I am thanked for on YouTube is sharing on the community tab for other people. I'm very lucky. I hear from a lot of different creators for a lot of different reasons, but the community tab seems to get noticed. Radical Changes, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's a slight name change on a channel we're very familiar with thousands of subscribers. It's good to see you in the house. Radical Changes, it's good to see you here. They're doing a lot of community work, particularly with America's Homeless. So let's look at Nikki D Official, and we'll just see the second channel, which is really actually the first channel from this creator. And Nikki D Official has 136 subscribers, so they've passed their first one with their second one, but that's cool. And they've got covers, videos, and shorts over here also. Lots of variety when we see this channel. Let me just go over here to your videos page. I'm caught up here. Let me go back to the other one and just make sure that I'm not behind. So I am. Let me grab your latest replay and put that into my catch-up list. And I'm just making a note for myself as well. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Let's look at Hyper Blitz right now and see what they've got going on. This is a fairly new channel for TuberChat, so I think this is only the second time we've put it on the screen. I could be wrong about that. They're posting frequently, as you can see, just about every single day. I'm just going to take one of their latest videos and add this into my catch-up list. That will help me catch up with their channel and get another piece of content watched. And one of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here in TuberChat is over time I get to know the channels a little bit better by watching, by looking at them many times. And then as I watch content over months and weeks, I get to know the content on the channel a little bit better, so my descriptions can get better when your channel is on the screen, and I enjoy getting to know creators behind the channels as well. Yeah, Mr. Naj, you actually came in at the end. We've been on for 2 hours already. It's a little bit different now. We always find, you might find this weird, and like it seems that it would be irrelevant, but I promise it's not. I've been on YouTube for 5 years now, and every time the weather starts to change in certain climates, we see changes in YouTube as well. So you'll notice some of the creators you haven't seen in a while are coming around lately again, because people are going through life changes, especially when either the weather changes or after school has settled in and people get back into their fall routines. And then we see it again at the spring, right around the time that a lot of areas go into time zone changes and stuff like that. Like we have daylight savings time here, and I know that it shouldn't be related. How is it possible that just because in the northern climates the temperature is a little bit colder, why would that matter? Your guess is as good as mine. You would think that less people would be online in the good weather months and more people would be online in the bad weather months, but it changes. And we see that every year almost on schedule, so right around the beginning of October. And then, yeah, Mr. Naz, hopefully things are doing well for you. I actually was on a chat with Mr. Naz. It's very unfortunate because that stream is gone now, but it was on another channel. I was doing an interview with another creator. Mr. Naz joined us for a while. We ended up talking for several hours, I think it was. And Anyway, it's good to have you back in the chat, so thank you for that. Mr. Naz, again, is the famous creator here in the Tuber Chat family, responsible for naming the Wheel of Doom, that we so lovingly call it. So Come Hither with Heather is up right now, and this creator brings us a few different things on their channel, but what you're going to find more than anything are paranormal investigations and explorations of abandoned locations as well. And then Come Hither with Heather has almost 700 subscribers right now. We're going to look at Werner's Adventures in a second. We'll see them on their climb towards 700 as well. Come Hither with Heather expands into some more content, including live streams. I've actually joined them on panel as well. That was a lot of fun. And Come Hither with Heather is here with us almost every day. Them and Werner's Adventures are partners, and they both happen to be generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. Werner's Adventures is just a little bit behind with 656 subscribers, so both of these creators will have 700 soon enough when we get more explorations of abandoned locations with Werner's Adventures. When I spin the wheel, I see that Carlene Geisha is going to come up. We'll see what they've got going on their channel for today. They bring us relaxing content, including mixed visuals and audio, and they change that up every day. Their streams lately have been about 4 hours long. They've had different lengths over time, and hopefully everybody will enjoy this. It's something you can sit and enjoy and relax, or possibly have running while you're working on a computer or doing other things in the background and things like that. Carlene Geisha has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter ever since finding Tuber Chat, and they're here with us almost every single day. They got 1,500 subscribers right now, and it looks like they've actually got that locked in, so they'll be thinking about 1,600 soon enough. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen, and we've still got about 15 minutes to go, so I'll get through as many channels as we can. Operation Capsaicin is coming up, and this is another creator who's coming to us talking about peppers and the different products that are affected by those. They talk about everything to do with these peppers, actually, and this is a creator who's able to help you understand what the different types of peppers and sauces and products will do, but also they can help you understand the kind of things that you might like when you're out there looking for some of this stuff for yourself. So for instance, for somebody like me that doesn't like the heat but loves the taste, Operation Capsaicin is able to recommend something like I think it's pronounced Crystal, which is a much milder sauce. I'd always wondered to myself, I know it doesn't make sense, but I wish that Frank's Red Hot would just come out with a mild sauce. They actually have a mild wing sauce, but I don't know if they have a standard Frank's Red Hot that's mild. Not in Canada that I've seen yet. And then Tea Time Adventures is in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And then Life with Mountain Folk is coming up in a second. We'll see what they've got going on. They were recently featured on Tuber Chat within the last couple of months. Life with Mountain Folk is another couple of creators that are always out supporting others. They come to us from Georgia, but they actually bring us outside their local area. They're big fans of classic car shows, but they also bring us to museums and a lot of local events, both in their area and outside. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. You can see the series they've got on their front page there called Beyond Georgia, just to show you when they're taking you outside of their own state. So as well, hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with these creators and pushing them towards the 800 subscribers that they're now thinking about. And I'm going to start dropping a link for the channel we're going to go over to after. If you have your live redirect set on, it will send you there automatically. But for those of you who haven't already seen it, all the same music that you hear in the background of Tuber Chat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. And we have a virtual 24-hour live stream running over there, which we'll go and visit now, where you can meet more friends and family members the same way we are here in Tuber Chat, but with the added bonus of link drops from Nightbot, which I know everybody likes. Divine Wisdom says they're following Life with Mountain Folk, which is great. Divine Wisdom's been with us quite a while today. I've got them on the wheel. We'll spin, we'll get another channel up. And look at that luck, Divine Wisdom. It took a long time to get onto the wheel today, but as soon as I added you, you came up right away. We'll see what they've got going on. And if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I've just taken the latest 4-minute video from Divine Wisdom. It's a little bit longer than the latest one. Motivational Mondays. I've got that in my catch-up list, and that will help me catch up with another piece of content here. Divine Wisdom has 818 subscribers. They're actually a longtime friend of Superchat. It's been a while since they've been here, but it's great to have you back. And it's wonderful to see that our stories have now moved from weeks beyond months and now into years, where we talk about how long some creators are supporting. And you can have that hopefully to motivate you and know that for everybody's YouTube journey, you literally will have situations where you've made some friends and they will be supporting you for well beyond weeks and months and into years. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. And even I have to be reminded to give a thumbs up from time to time, because you have to shut the chat off on your phone to get that done, but it only takes a moment. And again, I'll appreciate it. And yeah, no problem, Mr. Naz. Things like super chats and memberships here on Superchat are absolutely unnecessary, very much appreciated, of course. But Mr. Naz has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a very long time. Let me just double check here. And then the Stock Explorer has 1,200 subscribers. They're actually moved quite far beyond that already. So hopefully we'll push them a little bit farther towards the 1,300 that they're thinking about. They were actually showing us a bit of what was going on in their area during the hurricane the other day. They happen to be in Florida, of course. Now the Stock Explorer has 2 different channels, but here they want to help us understand both the stock market and crypto markets in a level-headed and down-to-earth way. And sometimes there are charts and graphs to be seen, but most often you'll find this creator with product in hand. They're very forthcoming about their own portfolio. And then, yeah, okay, thank you, Mr. Naz. Sorry, I forgot what you had mentioned earlier, or I misunderstood. But that's all good. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. And then the Stock Explorer brings shorts, videos, and live streams. A lot of variety in content lately, but I've seen this creator go as far as to invest in a stock, order a product from that company, and then unbox it on a live stream, which is really, really cool. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Like I said, sometimes you have charts and graphs. You often have friendly conversation with StreamYard panels. And the Stock Explorer has everything from beginner tutorials to help us get familiar with the fundamentals right up to advanced topics like options trading and NFTs. When we look at Tropical Buzz, we see a second channel from this creator. Well, they want to help educate us on different types of plant life. Being in Florida, they're expecting to grow different types of things, to getting involved in seed swaps and that year-round, hopefully. So 114 subscribers on Nora's second channel, and they are the newest member of our moderator squad. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I recommend everybody connect with all of our moderators, as they're dear friends of mine and have been for a long time. They show generosity far over and above the typical things you hear me talk about here in Superchat. Fanatic Guide is up right now. We'll see what this creator's got going on. For the most part, this creator's got a gaming channel, and they do actually post frequently, almost daily in a lot of cases. I'm just going to put their latest replay or their latest premiere replay into my catch-up list, and I've got my notification for their next video as well. We noticed that Fanatic Guide has hit 3K, so it's a wonderful milestone. And I often say of channels of this size that there's much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by. Now, Fanatic Guide does a lot of gameplay, but they've got a lot of helpful how-to videos and reviews here as well. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there, but you'll also notice they're heading toward another milestone. They've got a lot of incredibly performing videos with over 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 70,000, and now they've got a video. It's going to be the first one for them that's going to cross 100,000 very, very soon. So hopefully everybody will connect with Fanatic Guide. They are also somebody who shares generously shares content by hopping in on other StreamYard panels as well. I caught them the other day. I think they were with Corner Clubhouse Cobalt 66 actually. And let me spin the wheel. I got Radical Changes on the wheel. You'll recognize that channel when we get it up on the screen. It was Radical Productions for a while, and Radical Changes is actually coming up right now. So you'll see it takes a while to get onto the wheel sometimes, but once you're on, and then sometimes we see luck like this. So Radical Changes is a channel we've known for a long, long time. I'm behind with you right now, but I'm just going to grab one of your latest videos, put it in my catch-up list. That will help me catch up a little bit. And well over 7,000 subscribers right now. So what we're doing, I got to watch lately and see what they're doing, but Radical Changes is somebody who is helping bring awareness to homelessness in America and working on a system that will eventually allow every homeless person to at least be connected via a cell phone. And they talk about a lot of different interviews and stories from different people experiencing homelessness in America as well. And then yeah, Tea Time Adventures. It can be very busy here in Tuber Chat. You might be interested to know that usually on every live stream we have over 100 channels come in on average over a 2 to 2.5 hour period. 5 to 10% of those are always brand new, but you'll always have lots of different creators to meet here and different friends and family members to gain for your own channel. So Corner Clubhouse Cobalt 66 is somebody that I'm having the pleasure of getting to know. I actually caught them on a live stream the other day, and they are doing a bit of variety on their channel. They've got shorts, videos, and live streams. They're posting frequently, but I caught them in a live stream the other day, and I think that was where they were joined by Fanatic Guide, right? I think it was. I had walked in on them with Fanatic Guide accidentally, actually, at one point while I was catching up on some content when we were featuring Corner Clubhouse Cobalt 66 a while back. Today's featured channel is Really Haunted Places. It's the third channel from USA Scratchers. They're also, they've got another channel called Good Cemeteries Gone Bad. Hopefully everybody will connect with all of our featured channels. We feature them on all of our social media, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, as you have seen. Baskets Resale is coming up right now. This creator actually has two different channels. The other one is called Baskets. We'll look at it in a minute. They've got about 7,000 subscribers over there as well. Baskets Resale is officially on the road to 1K, and this is where they're going to help us understand how we can find great deals in different areas to buy and sell and marry the offline with the online, particularly with eBay, so that we can profit and literally make some money. So Baskets Resale talks about thrifting, garage sales, estate sales, and selling. And then as well, we have 936 subscribers on this channel. When we look at, and here we go again, I wonder if that's a creator that we already know, but thank you for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. Andre Southgate, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. We're literally just finishing up, but I'm going to put this channel up, and here we go. Actually, let me ask them first if they want to be up. Oh, it is. Okay, thank you, Mr. Naz. Thank you. Okay, I wasn't 100% sure. I was 99% sure that that was you. And then thank you for that. Tea Time Adventures is brand new to Tuber Chat. We're going to make that the last channel that we look at for today. Motivation with the Weightlifting Geek. Thanks for coming in. I caught them doing what they always do, which is motivating others on their channel during a live stream yesterday or the day before. I'm going to put Tea Time Adventures up in a second. I'm just getting it ready. But Baskets is the creator behind Baskets Resale. And this channel has now close to 7,000 subscribers. And then thank you on the Wheel of Doom. Yes, Mr. Naz. Oh, Michelin Doll's still in the house. Let me get them onto our wheel. Okay, then we absolutely do have to go. Forgive me for the channels that we did not get to. But we still got a few minutes here. I'm going to leave this live stream running for 3 more minutes so we can clean up our connections here. And then I'm going to drop a link in the chat so that we can go over and continue. Actually, I've got the copyright-free music channel running with a virtual 24-hour live stream. You can meet more friends and family members over there, and there are link drops also. So Baskets Resale is an outdoor channel. Actually, they're going to take us hiking and on outdoor adventures. Sometimes they do product reviews, as we can see as well. But of course, of any channel this size, you know that there's much to be learned from, and if not inspired by, or both. And then next up, we're going to look at Tea Time Adventures. 395 subscribers here. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take your latest video. I'm going to put this in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave my I will give you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Superchat as well and have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Michelin Doll is coming up next, and I just noticed Mr. Naz talking about putting my personal channel in their featured channels list. If you'd like to, I'll appreciate it, and then I'll return the favor, of course. And I've just made a note for myself about it as well to double check that. Michelin Doll is up right now. We featured this channel recently, as well as Mitchy Boo. It's the same creator behind both channels. They bring us pure variety, and here they've got almost 2,400 subscribers, so hopefully everybody will connect with them. I'm just going to grab one of your latest shopping videos, put it in my catch-up list. That will help me catch up after the stream. Thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent. Forgive me for the channels that we did not get to. I really do appreciate every moment everybody spends here in Superchat. Tomorrow we're back mid-afternoon in the Eastern time zone at 2 p.m. And then we'll be back for another 2 to 2.5 hours where we will likely look at close to 100 channels again. So thank you again, everybody. I really do appreciate every moment that you've spent. We're going to go over to the music channel now. You can keep meeting more friends and family members, and this stream will run for another 3 minutes so you can clean up your connections. Thank you, everyone. See you soon. Bye-bye.